Welcome to Talk Fights. Today I'm joined by my brother Adam Biggs and my good friends Andrew Randall and Woody James. We're going to talk about this weekend's event, which is Conor McGregor versus Donald Cerrone. I think we've got a decent panel with us here tonight. Andrew's competed in amateur mixed martial arts. Adam's competed in amateur kickboxing. And Woody's competed in amateur kickboxing, as well as mixed martial arts at both the amateur and the professional level. I think we've got a heck of a main event this weekend. What do you guys think?
It's going to be a good fight. The main event, definitely. I think there's a lot of other good fights on the card too. Pettis, obviously, always look forward to seeing him fight. And I personally am looking forward to see Holly Holm come back and kick someone in the head again like she did
against Raquel Pennington. It's an okay card. There's definitely some decent fights on it, but I'm mostly excited for Conor McGregor and Donald Cerrone. It's such a fan-friendly fight, and I know I've said it before, but I would say it's almost a guaranteed knockout. There's almost no way this is going to go the distance. I don't think.
It's everybody's pumped to see Conor come back.
No doubt.
This is it. What's been a year and a half he's been off, and everybody's pumped to see it. And who better to go against than Cowboy?
Absolutely.
He's got the record for the most wins, finishes, bonuses.
No doubt.
Like tons of victories. So
it's a very interesting fight. I love Donald Cerrone. Such a great fighter, as you said. Most bonuses, most fights, all this stuff. Always very exciting. Had huge knockouts over. Was it Matt Brown? Was pretty big. We tapped out Mike Perry. He beat Ben Henderson in their third fight. Cerrone's a gamer, and he's always coming forward. It should be very good.
Yeah, looking forward to seeing him fight again. He's coming off two-fight losing streak right now, so he's going to be fired up to fight Conor too, which I think should make it more fun. I saw in a tweet online that Donald was saying he's going to stand up with Conor, regardless of knowing to go better to the good.
Yeah,
Conor's bulked up quite a bit, and
he looks big.
You know, and he's trained as hard as he ever has. So if Cerrone's going to stand with him, I mean, I look forward to seeing that. And like you said, it's almost guaranteed a knockout.
But does the extra weight mean he's going to gas?
Hopefully.
He's been known to gas.
I hope he does. I hope
he's not training hard
catches
enough
him
to lose that weight where he needs to lose the weight.
When he lost to Diaz the first time, he gassed.
Because 170.
Yeah, he gassed against Floyd.
Yeah.
Diaz, he took a round off Diaz too.
Sure.
So
Cerrone pushes the pace.
Yeah,
too,
Cerrone's not going to gas.
But you gotta figure McGregor's gonna come back in shape. You hope.
You gotta figure he's gonna come out swinging too. He's not gonna want to go the distance with Cerrone here. He's gonna want to end it quick and smash him out.
I think you're right when you say Cerrone's gonna go out there and he's gonna stand up with McGregor. Unfortunately, I think that's a bad game plan for Cerrone. McGregor's a sharpshooter. He's shown many times. He's an excellent puncher and has big power. Cerrone, unfortunately, has been open to some of those shots of late. Right? He got stopped by Darren Till in the first round. He got stopped by Jorge Masvidal, I think, in the second round. He got stopped by Tony Ferguson in the second round.
Destroyed.
Yeah, and then he got stopped by Gaethje in the first round. He's had some bad stoppages in the last couple of years.
Yeah, you're right.
But it should be very exciting until it's over.
Yeah, no, I think you're right. I think he'd be better to sort of weather the storm at first, and then pick his shots, take him down, tire him out, and wear him out. That I think is probably his best chance to win.
I think his best chance is to try to get a hold of him and take him down. I think Cerrone's got better skills on the ground than McGregor does. He's had a lot of submissions of some very tough guys, but McGregor's very good. His takedown defense is excellent. I don't know that Cerrone's going to be able to get him down, but I don't think he's going to try. Yeah. I think he's got too much pride. He's going to want to go out there and try to play McGregor's game, and try to put on a good show and knock out Conor McGregor.
Yeah.
And I don't know that he can do it.
The thing about MMA, right? Why we love the sport, it's the most unpredictable sport.
Sure.
Who says Conor's not going to take him down?
Yeah, I don't think
it's a terrible.
He could.
When he gassed out against Diaz in the first fight, he initiated the takedown.
That's right. That's right.
You never know. He shoots on the takedown. You never know. Terrible move. Cerrone's the man on the ground.
Certainly,
has proven in all his old WEC fights.
No doubt.
Put him on his back, and he finishes all kinds of guys. So
He's got a really active guard. And,
Or like Vanderlei Silva, you never expect him to do anything, but I mean, he's a black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu,
No doubt.
right? I mean, you wouldn't expect him to ever do anything on the ground, but I mean, I'm sure he could tap out a
He
lot of
certainly
people
has
if he
the
wanted
ability.
to. Has the
Just say
ability.
expect the unexpected. We all think a knockout. We all want a knockout.
Of course we
Could-
Of course we do.
Yeah, of course we all do.
Anything can happen.
Which would be fun, you know.
Anything can happen. Again, both ultra tough guys. I think though, when fighting the highest level of competition, Cerrone for the most part, McGregor for the most part has been successful. He knocked out who's it, Aldo 15 seconds, fastest ever title fight knockout. He knocked out Eddie Alvarez. He stopped what's his name, the lightweight champion. Poirier in the first round.
Yeah.
I was thinking Poirier. He's beat some very high level competition and very handily. Cerrone, on the other hand, when he's fought the highest level competition, not always, but he's often lost. He got stopped. He got stopped by Rafael dos Anjos. Lost to him twice. Got stopped in the second fight. Got stopped by Darren Till. Got stopped by Jorge Masvidal. He's had trouble with the highest level competition, the top 5 guys.
And it's early in fights. That's another thing. He doesn't come out fast. He comes out slow, and he's been. If you look at all those losses, a lot of them are in the first round.
Well, that was what I thought was that fight with Gaethje. Gaethje's going to come out swinging, and I thought it was an easy pick. Cerrone's probably going to get knocked down in the first round because Gaethje just got too much power, and Cerrone unfortunately is open for a lot of those punches.
Gaethje's such a move-forward fighter. Is a bad stylistic match.
Yes, bad match. It was a bad match for
Gaethje's
Cerrone.
coming out with power, and Donald's such a slow starter. Which I think could happen with McGregor. He's got the footwork, hit him with right nice clean
And well, we
shot,
talked
now he
about that
put him
last
out.
time, and of course, I was the only one that called Cerrone for the win, and both of you guys said Gaethje was going to win.
Cerrone's he's a tough fight for anybody, right? You can never count out Cerrone, but I think this is a bad matchup for him. I think he's going to stand up with McGregor, and I think McGregor is too good on the feet. He's too sharp. He's got too much power. My pick is going to be a second round stoppage for Conor McGregor.
Well, I'm also going to go with the exact prediction with a stoppage in the second round. Not to go with what you're... but I believe this is the perfect fight for Conor to come back to.
Yes.
He needs a fight. He needs a win.
That's
to get
right. And
back into the
exciting
title victory, whether it be against Masvidal, Usman, or Khabib.
Sure.
He needs one fight to get a win to be relevant again, and Cerrone's going to stand with him, which he
Yeah,
wants.
Cerrone's probably the right guy.
It's a striker, and Conor's a finisher with that left hand.
No doubt.
He's going to overpower him with the left, for sure.
Yeah.
Some teeps to the body, and then straight left. My prediction, round 2 against.
Yeah, we're still got 2 round 2s. So
I'm gonna jump on the round 2 train, but I'm gonna go with Cerrone with a late round 2 submission. Conor's gonna gas, and Cerrone's gonna be able to hold it together until then, and he's gonna take him. I've never liked Conor, to be honest. I know he's had some good fights, and he's a top caliber fighter. I feel like he's one of those guys that talked his way to the top. Brock Lesnar, he lost to Frank Mir, so let's give him a title shot against Randy Couture. Conor McGregor, he beat Dennis Seaver, so he's the greatest guy in the world. He talked his way into $100 million with Floyd Mayweather. He had no business being in the ring with him.
But he did very well. He actually landed more punches on Floyd than anybody has ever landed against Floyd in a fight. Never got stopped in the 10th round, certainly. Against
Fair enough, but I wish he would have fucking closed his mouth and just let his fist do the talking instead of talked his way. I feel like he did more talking and then... I don't know. So I've always loved Cerrone, so...
Yeah. I know Cerrone's a fan favorite. I mean, we've been big fans of Cerrone for a long time. And I do myself prefer guys to talk with their fists than with their mouth. But for Conor McGregor, his mouth is made of $50 million, $100 million. You can't fault the guy for talking big. And then in most cases, being able to pull it off.
Yeah, fine.
I got Conor. I got him knocking him out in the first. Donald's been going down fast. Guys got Gaethje. I think Conor's just got that precision and that really good striking and power, especially at a heavier weight too. He should be hitting harder too, I think. So.
Conor felt like he was going to have Cerrone felt like he was going to have an advantage fighting at 170 pounds.
Not if he's bulked up. If Conor's bulked up,
Cerrone is not a big 170 pounder. He fought a lot of fights
they
at
both
155.
Can make 55, yeah.
Absolutely.
It's at 55 or not weighing in.
I think there's as you said, it might be a detriment to McGregor because he may not train as hard as he needs to make 155
What was
pounds.
Cerrone's last fight?
was
Gaethje
first round knockout. And then before that was
When was
Ferguson's
that? About
6 months? 6
Couple
months maybe?
months,
Less than that
yeah,
maybe?
yeah.
Less months,
So,
in the
did-
summer.
So Cerrone, has he put on that much weight? He's
6
probably
months.
175, 180 at the most anyway.
Right.
It's not a big deal. Connor's going to be 170.
Yeah.
It's a fair fight in weight,
Yeah.
I think for sure.
He does have that height though advantage that might be something
Yeah,
that might
I
play.
think Connor has a lot of reach. Though,
It's,
doesn't he? Or I know Donald does. too.
Cerrone is 6 foot, and Connor I think is 5'10", maybe 5'9" even. I'm not sure about the reach, but the one thing other is that Cerrone is 36, and you know McGregor's 31. He's starting to get up there, but 36 and 31, there's a big difference. So you're starting to not be over the hill, but on your downside by the time you're hitting 30.
But it's
generally.
Cerrone. That's
Cerrone,
the part.
yeah,
it's
he's an
Cerrone.
oddity, certainly.
So
Yeah. Sometimes he shows up and he shows up big. Sometimes, right? I mean,
Veteran, obviously, like you said, most fight wins, I think, most fight stoppages.
Absolutely, yeah.
There
Cerrone's
for a reason,
great.
and big
He's already
names,
been
and all
there,
big
done it,
names. It's
so-
not like he's losing to chumps all the time, right? I mean,
Sure.
he's beaten big names and he's lost big names.
Yep, definitely.
is it a must-win for either guy?
No,
he's
definitely
just-
not
yeah,
for Conor.
Cerrone
Connor's
probably
got 10 more
is.
fights in UFC if he wants some, because
No, but
Because
if
of
Conor
the
wants to further his legacy, which is why he's coming back, I think he needs to beat Cerrone. If you can't beat Cerrone, you're not that top 5 guy that you thought you were.
if Cerrone loses, I think he drops down to, instead of becoming like a gatekeeper to the title, he's going to be a gatekeeper to getting into the UFC. He's going to drop down a tier, and they're going to start putting him against lesser quality. He's not going to get the fights like Conor
Yeah.
and those guys anymore. Because, like I said, there's been a streak, you know, and then he's on a few, off a few, right? I mean,
Definitely.
I think if he loses this one, I think he drops down a tier.
Yeah, it's
I think if he
another
loses this
3-fight
one-
losing streak.
I think
That
if he
one
loses
not
this
too
one,
long
especially
ago,
if he gets
but-
stopped, he's got to think about calling it a career. That's
Yeah.
3 bad stoppages in a row. I mean, the Gaethje was a bad knockout.
Ferguson
Ferguson, his
was a lot
eye
of
popped up like
damage,
that.
yeah.
He was getting, and he wasn't unconscious, but it was heading that way. He
A lot of
wasn't
damage,
getting any better.
Took a lot of shots.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, I love Cerrone, and I want him to win. Like I said, I'm picking him late second round submission.
In the
But-
history, how many shows have you had now, Kurt?
I think this is 13.
13. And you said Adam's never been right on a prediction.
Of the,
I don't think I don't remember him saying that, but it could very well be.
It could be.
It could
Because I
very
said
well
that
be
Cowboy
true.
wins by submission, I might change my pick.
Damn
you.
It could
And
very well be true.
Anything could happen. It should be good. I'm pumped.
Yeah.
And,
See you at the fights.